Good day to you and everyone out there in Tankland. I am Syndex, but you can call me Andy from the Fish Tanks clan, and today I'm going to do a little commentary on a game I had with my VK2801. This is the first time I've actually done a commentary for World of Tanks, so we'll see how it goes. And, well, let's just get this game started. Looking at the pre-game setup, kind of looking at what the teams are made up of, and I see that the enemy team has T50-2 and a Chaffee. So immediately I take up the role as an anti-scout, because the VK2801 seems to shine in that respect, especially against the other two tanks, because T50-2 is known to make some suicidal runs into the base. So I'm going to hang out just in case he does. And as you can see, I've loaded up heat rounds. I put 32 heat rounds, 10 HE rounds, and that's just kind of my normal setup whenever I'm doing this. Whenever I'm playing the VK2801, the heat rounds just are so good, especially whenever you're playing tanks at such a high tier with the matchmaking that the VK2801 gets. So here I am hanging out. I see the AMX-12T going over the bridge, kind of giving a scout over there, and even in the chat log saying I'm hanging out for the T50-2. Chaffee shows up at the door and immediately take him out. One of the things I really like about the heat rounds is their dependability, the reliability. They just HE rounds, sometimes they'll penetrate, sometimes they will partially penetrate, and it's you can go from anywhere from 50 damage all the way up to 450, and it's just not reliable enough for me. So that's one of the really big reasons I like to have the heat rounds in here. I see a T150 over here who is engaged with another tank of ours, so I throw in a shot at him and I start a fire, dealing a total, what is that, 733 damage. I don't know if that was all mine, but that is the power of the fire. Now I noticed the T50-2, I think I saw him a minute ago, and I think he was getting a little beat up, but I don't see him anymore. He is still around, so I'm still keeping an eye on the base just in case he still tries to sneak on through. Let's see what we got here, and looks like we're spread pretty evenly on both fronts. Doing okay. We have an M6 hanging out by the artillery, but I'm not even sure if he's actually here. So I'm going to do a little bit more scanning the base, making sure no enemies come through. Still don't see the T50-2. Oh, there he is. There we go. And he sees me, I see him. Gonna go and try and T-bone him. Don't quite get there, don't quite track him. He turns to engage me, which I think he probably should have kept going. I just used a heat round and only hit his tracks. There we go. That one was a direct hit. Took care of him. And let's see what we got going on here. City is doing okay. Doesn't look well. I don't know. City looks like they're taking a little bit of a beating over there, actually. So I'm going to hang out here, kind of go back and forth in the base, try and see which front needs the most help. And if I need to, I'll head in that direction. Not sure what the M6 is doing. Artillery is looking towards the city, and I don't know, it's just, it always seems harder to hit the cities, which I think I'm about to tell him here. Yeah, so I'm seeing, there is only one enemy over there at the bridge, so there's not as many targets as the city, but it is easier to hit them, I think. And in the city, it looks like we are actually not doing so well at all. I think I was going to see if they needed help over here at the bridge, maybe go make an artillery rush. But, yeah, looks like the city is pretty well beat, so I'm going to get back and defend the base, and hopefully our bridge team can push on through and start capping before the city, the enemies from the city get to our base and start capping. So, let's head on over here and give some support. I'm sorry about the video quality, it's not the best. I don't have the greatest hardware, but hopefully it'll catch up and get a little better here in a moment. Alright, so yeah, all our tanks in the city are now gone, and yeah, let's just find a little hiding spot so we can catch some of those enemy tanks on their way in. It looked like they were actually pretty beat, so that'll be one plus, that you know, they won't be 100% health when they get here, so it might be easy to pick them off. Well, I say that, and then here comes a T-3485. It looks like he doesn't have a scratch on him. And the bridge team did dominate over there, so it looks like they're going to be able to push on that side, put a little pressure on them. And yep, there goes that heat round directly in there. Another hit there. And see, 336 damage, that's consistent. And that's from the front. I know he's only a tier 6. And there's a miss, but nonetheless, it's nice whenever you do penetrate, you're going to get a consistent, you know, over 300 damage most of the time. Right there, 300, what is that, 384? That's nice. That's nice when you can count on your... HE is nice if it is a tank that's really low health. Maybe I'll use switch over to HE, and then you know, if they only have like 100 or so health left, I'm not going to use a gold round unless it's absolutely necessary, or if it's a tank that I know I can't penetrate anywhere. For instance, is like HE rounds are good for, you know, like those tier 10 tanks with a lot of armor. You know, shoot them and try to hit their external modules, like their gun, their tracks especially. Just try and tracking them. Sometimes that's your job as your designated tracker of MAUs and E100s. And it looks like the game is, it's kind of close still here, and we do have this SU-152 surrounded, and he's tracked, so this is going to be a nice free shot on him. Start another fire there. 528 damage. That's not bad. And this is actually the best game I had at this point. I actually played this game a few weeks ago, and this is the best game I had for this VK2801 up to this point. Churchill ammo racked me. Fix that. And he ammo racked me again, which I'm wondering if I hadn't have fixed my ammo rack just then, if that would have been an official ammo rack, if I would have exploded. I don't know, I'll ponder that. And so what do we got left? Their artillery is the last one left. Took care of that Churchill. Apparently they're complaining about the M6 still back at our base. But it looks like it's going to be a pretty much closed deal here, as long as we don't get too unlucky. Here's the M41. Drive by, put one shot on him, start the third fire of the game. And 300 damage right there. Not too bad. Not too bad in the least. GG. Taking a look at the post-game report, I got Reaper, Radley Walters medal, Top Gun Sniper, 37,656 credits, 2,512 XP. Even though I made that many credits, it's not going to be that profitable as a game. As you can tell, I only profited 3,870 credits, and that's because I was using heat. But in these in-tier scouts, I'm not really looking to make a ton of money. These are not my moneymaker tanks. I'm looking to make XP, and that's what I did here, especially doing 3,044 damage. I'm happy with that. And I got some better games that I'm going to probably do some more commentary on. But I hope you really like this one, and I plan on doing more. So thanks for watching, and hit that like button.